A very good morning. Dr. Subra Nandi, President, IDA. Dr. Enzo Bondiani, Executive Director, FDI. Dr. Ashok Doble, Honorary Secretary General, IDA. Dr. Manoj Srivastav, President-elect, IDA. Dr. Fernando Fernandez, Secretary General, APRO, and all the dignitaries who are present on the dais. Representatives from various national, international bodies who are here today, all the distinguished participants, esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning and thank you, IDA, for having me here today. It's really an immense privilege for me to join you all for this D20 International Workshop on Advancing Healthcare. And at the outset, I would like to extend my sincerest appreciation and my heartfelt greetings to the organizers for initiating this very vital dialogue on an issue which is so important for all of us, irrespective of which part of the world we reside in. So today morning, while I was meeting the IDA members, we happened to discuss how oral health has long been neglected in India. And I was sharing my experiences as a public representative with them and telling them probably the medical fraternity talks and discusses a lot about it. We as policymakers are trying to prioritize, but when as a public representative, as a member of parliament, as a minister, I happen to visit the rural areas, I happen to interact with the ordinary citizens who happen to be my voters, who happen to be party workers. I see how, to a great extent, oral health is compromised because it does not anywhere feature in the scheme of things. So the first challenge that I face as a Minister of State for Health is that health is not yet the priority of people, and within that, oral health, people don't really feel that this is also an issue that needs to be taken care of. So when I think about such things, I feel that these kind of conferences and these kind of dialogues have a huge role to play. But more than that, what you discuss here, what you share here, the learnings, all that important information has to go and contribute into the policy making, but also this information must be disseminated to public at large. Because what we always say, that mouth is the gateway to the body. So we need to take care of our oral health in order to safeguard our overall health and well-being. And for long, as I said earlier, oral health has been neglected, but not anymore. Today, oral health is getting the attention it deserves in India and worldwide. But maybe at the level of the medical fraternity, at the level of policy making, but we need to really take it down to the grassroots level and generate awareness among the community that oral health is really extremely important. Friends, I see that the WHO and other global bodies have also come up with the Global Oral Healthcare Action Plan and the Bangkok Declaration to improve oral healthcare for everyone by the year 2030. And this forum has set a target for the year 2032, as we heard the other speakers talk about it. India fully supports these global goals, and we've been taking proactive steps continuously to ensure that our national policies align with the international framework. And especially, I'm part of a government which is led by a visionary and dynamic leader, Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. And I'm very proud to say that since the time our government took over, oral healthcare has received a great amount of attention, and it is being prioritized in the country today at the level of government like never before. So 2014, when our government took over, we came up with the National Oral Health Program. And since then, we have been making efforts to expand access to quality as well as affordable healthcare to all our citizens. I'm very happy to share with you that today in India we have more than 9,000 dental care units. We have started the mobile dental care services also. And there are more than 300 dental colleges where we have tobacco cessation centers. So oral health is being prioritized at all levels. In India, the healthcare structure is in the form of a hierarchy. So when I say primary, secondary, tertiary, at the primary healthcare level, we have Ayushman Arogya Mandirs. And there is a huge network of these primary healthcare facilities which happen to be the first point of contact for the ordinary citizen in this country, which happen to be the foundation of our healthcare delivery. And these 1,77,000 Ayushman Arogya Mandir, which we have across the length and breadth of the country, today we have revamped them and they're offering a package of 12 different services. And I'm happy to say that the package of 12 services also includes oral health care. Moreover, friends, in India, we have started mass screening of all population in the age group of 30 and above for lifestyle diseases, for diabetes, for hypertension, and 3 types of common cancers. And you would be glad to know that the mass screening for 3 types of oral cancer, which is being carried out at these Ayushman Arogya Mandirs, which are the primary healthcare facilities, it includes oral cancer as well. So this is the way how these primary level healthcare facilities are today contributing to better oral healthcare outcomes for our citizens. I learned that the focus of this conference is on prevention and standardization. So prevention is very important, especially at a younger age group. We need to generate that awareness in the school-going children. And I'm happy to learn that IDA has been working very closely with the ministry, with the Food Safety and Standards Organization of India. And we're running a program, Eat Right School. So when I was sitting here, I was just looking at that National School Oral Health Program banner that you have put up. It's so important that our children are educated about the importance of a good oral health. It's so important to educate them about eating right. And the habits that are inculcated at this age tend to be carried forward at later stages also. So for our school children, keeping preventive oral health care in mind, we are conducting mass screening for all children who go to school, who are facing oral health issues under Rashtriya Bal Swasthya Karyakram. That's another initiative Government of India has made. We came up with one of our flagship schemes, the largest health care assurance program, which is called the Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. Under this health assurance program also, my dear friends, there are 22 advanced oral healthcare and maxillofacial surgical procedures which are included in the health benefit package. I'm also happy to let you know that in India today we have established Center for Dental Education and Research at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi, which is serving as the center of excellence for our National Oral Health Program. And in addition to this Education Research Institute, we also have 3 additional resource centers at 3 primary institutes, government institutes in the country. And a major milestone has been the inauguration of the National Referral and Research Institute at the hands of our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, last year. This institute is today serving as a hub for pioneering research in oral healthcare services, and it is setting benchmarks for the entire region. India is also working towards standardizing dental education and dental profession in the country. And the very recent Dental Commission Act, which came up in the year 2023, it seeks to revamp dental education and dental profession and practice to align it with the global standards. Since this conference is also about innovation and technology, because adoption of technology and innovative practices in healthcare, it helps us to improve the outcomes for every patient. And Government of India has been promoting the adoption of innovations and newer technologies in healthcare, especially in oral healthcare. And the collaboration with industry and academia are today bringing cutting-edge solutions closer to the community. We have started eDant Seva. This is a digital platform which is today empowering citizens with the right kind of information about protecting their oral health care. Ladies and gentlemen, what I want to say is that when we want to take forward this mission of ensuring oral health care for all, it's important to collaborate. It's important to share experiences, exchange ideas, work together. And India as a country believes in collaborating across countries, across sectors, across communities. So with this perspective in mind, I consider this workshop a very good opportunity for all of us to come together, especially our partners from the Asia-Pacific region, and to learn from each other. So we must recognize the significance of this workshop in co-creating a future where there is optimal healthcare, oral healthcare, available for everyone in the entire region. I wish that this event turns out to be a catalyst for fresh thinking, for new ideas, for collaborative action, so we are able to advance our agenda. Government of India stands by you, and we are already working closely. We want our citizens to have good oral health care, and I assure you of all our support. And with this, I once again congratulate the IDA for hosting this very, very important dialogue. And I truly hope that the ideas and the collaborations which are forged here will be able to translate into healthier smiles and healthier lives for millions of people, not just in India, but also in the other countries in the entire region. So my good wishes for the success of this conference, and I hope you're able to have a very, very productive session throughout 2 days of this conference. Thank you once again for having me, and good luck to you all. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.